So now it's time to put my argument forward to compare the two films, say which one's better. So, what do we have? Judge Joseph Dredd in Dredd. Now, if you don't know, Dredd is probably my second favourite comic book hero, played by Carl Urban. But I'm not going into the film too much. I've already got a review up. If you want to look at it, watch it. You can do. If not, don't bother. And then the second film, reviewed it last video, so if you want to know more about it, watch that. The Raid. Now, how are they both similar? Let me see. Both The Raid and Dredd are set in tower blocks. It's both police or the law, in Dredd's case, against the people in the block. At the top floor, there's someone controlling it. They're both drug lords. That's the only comparisons, surprisingly. This Raid is a lot more brutal, a lot more violent, a lot more death in it. Dredd uses things such as slow motion in it, which the Raid does not do. Also, the Raid is obviously set in current day times, not future, so a lot less like fancy weapons such as, there's one I can remember off the top of my head, Hotshot. So which one's better? Now, you can compare them, but it's difficult to say which one's better. I mean, this has probably one of the most famous comic book characters of all time, and it feels like it has a dirty feeling to it, like the future's like all dirty and wrong. But this has the feel to it like it's trying to be new and break out. And it's set in the current day, so which one would I say is better? Well, I do love Dredd. Dredd is awesome. I think I'd have to go and say The Raid's probably better. The story is about a similar time length, but The Raid has a better story to it. I mean, Dredd is literally about a judge going with his rookie into a building to stop a conspiracy theory. However, the conspiracy theory in this starts before that even happens. The conspiracy theory in this is that the senior police officer, or whatever the hell he is called, wants to arrest a person at the top just to get all the fame and fortune, whereas it's just training. So, I think I would have to say The Raid's better. More violent, better story, perhaps not better acting sometimes. I mean, no one could have played Judge Dredd as good as Carl Urban did, but it feels like there's something in The Raid that there isn't in Dredd. There's that sort of, like, the it factor that people look for in films in The Raid that there isn't in Dredd. Should be interesting to see when the sequel for both of them comes out as to how different they are then. People might start comparing them then, like me. But both films are exemplary, and both of them should be watched because they're both amazing in their own unique way.